my colleagues, and most importantly, the bright and aspiring BTech batches. I would like to request our chief guest and keynote speaker and director sir to be on the rise. Before we embark on this inspiring journey, let us take a moment to invoke the blessing of Ma Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, through Saraswati Vandana and lightning diya. I would like to request our chief guest, our keynote speaker and director sir to please lighten the diya. After this, it is now our privilege to invite our director sir to honor our chief guest, Mr. Atrium, and also our BOG member at IIIT Raichur by presenting a bouquet and shawl as a gesture of our deep respect and gratitude. Now again I request Director Sir to honor the keynote speaker of this event, Mr. Raghavendra Rao Krishnamurthy. Thank you so much, sir. The role of academics in education is very important in shaping and learning the experience and preparing the student for success in various aspects of life. Now I would like to invite Dr. Ramesh, FIC Academics and Placement at IIIT Raichur to share the
morning to all. Thank you, sir. Thank you for visiting us all the day, and thank you for taking your time and spending some time with us. So myself, Dr. Ramesh Tejal. So just I would like to share experience how this institute is growing and how we came up with academics. So I'm the first faculty of this institute. So when the institute has been shifted from IIT Hyderabad to Raichur, so I'm the first one to look after everything. So by then, we were in good hands of IIT Hyderabad. So they shaped the curriculum in such a way that it is industry oriented. So since then, with the help of experts from industry, colleagues, and experts from Senate, we time to time update our curriculum, etc. So that this is industry ready. And also valuable suggestions from students, time to time we kept in mind and we updated our curriculum. So as I said, we started in 2019 and we successfully we rolled out one batch recently in my first year, and the outcome is extraordinary. So out of 25, around 18 got placed and 4 went US for masters. So this is a wonderful statistics, and we can see all the companies that they have listed us. So, and again, and I am very happy that we are a little one step ahead, that starting a new branch, artificial intelligence and data science. So there have been several, I feel this is little delayed, but still, we are little one step ahead, that starting a new branch. So I'm very happy that today I can see all AI and US students and together with new batch of CS students. So you are like blossoms. Okay? So you are the future of our nation. So, yeah. So here, I would like to take this moment to all to welcome you, and I'm happy that Chief Guest is here to inaugurate the new branch, IIIT. So we successfully completed four years, and we are in 5th year now. So there is a great journey ahead for us, and we're all contributing to it. I request all of you to contribute to the institution. And as we are issues of national importance, so your contribution is much needed here. And I would like to again thank one and all present here for to place this moment. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Ramesh, for sharing your initiative. Now I would like to invite Dr. Sudesh, FIC R&D and Integration at IIIT Raichur, to share your achievements of research and R&D initiatives taken at IIIT Raichur.
Thank you, Neha. Good morning, everyone. I extend a warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest and our accomplished keynote speaker. Today, as we gather here at IIIT Raichur, we take a pride in fostering a robust research culture alongside our commitment to education. We firmly believe that for any educational institutes to thrive in the long run, it must embrace research as a vital aspect of its identity. Here at IIIT Raichur, we have ingrained the culture of research right from the first semester itself. This approach allows our students to witness the real-world applications of the theoretical concepts they study across various subjects. Our undergraduate students actively engaging in research, which is a remarkable hallmark of our institute. They have not only done the research, they have authored, co-authored, and even they have written some research proposals which have been submitted to IIIT Indore and IISc Bangalore. So I extend my heartfelt congratulations to the students who consistently surpass the minimum expectations and fully embrace these opportunities. A special acknowledgement goes out to our dedicated faculty members who tirelessly mentor and guide our students in the pursuit of research excellence. Let me highlight some notable achievements of our talented students. So we have many projects. In that we have chosen one project from each batch. So batch 2020, Mr. Sikandar and Srinita, they have developed a Narkodam hornbell algorithm. This is a ground penetrating algorithm which addresses the critical issue of seed dispersal in the barren lands, utilizing drones which offer a powerful tool for assessing ecosystems and monitoring restoration. This algorithm seeks to promote diverse plant communities and ensure long-term ecosystem sustainability. And from the batch 2021, they have developed a very good application that we call hustle state. So as we are growing and we are in the starting phase, so we need a particular app which can monitor each and every activities of a student, and if they are in deficit of some kind of a service where they can directly approach. So for that 2021 batch, Mr. Sanidhya Sharma and Shivanshu, they have developed this, they have designed the innovative hostel management application called Hustle Stick. And from the batch 2022, Mr. Prathamesh, he has developed emotion understanding and expression in vital characters through natural language processing. So this innovation aims to revolutionize the immersive gaming experience. And our dedicated faculty members stand at the heart of our institute's success. Their interdisciplinary research spans a wide array of fields including artificial intelligence, data science, algorithm, machine learning, IoT, applied mathematics and pure mathematics, including drone communication, intelligent transportation systems. In addition to their exceptional teaching and mentorship to the students, our faculty members contribute significantly to research with a prolific publication track record alongside multiple research proposals submitted to prominent funding agencies such as SERV, DSC and CSIR. We believe that our institute's journey toward academic and research excellence is a collective effort, and the tireless dedication of both students and faculty is the driving force behind our success. Together, we aim to continue nurturing a vibrant research ecosystem that transforms ideas into meaningful innovations. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Suresh, for sharing the notable achievements of the students. As you know that our new campus is under construction. So for that, I would like to invite Dr. Dev Malia, FIC and IIIT MOU is for to share the development and prospects of our new campus.
So thank you, Dr. Neha, and good morning to everyone. Regards to all the dignitaries here and the esteemed faculty members of our institute and our department students. This is surely a monumental and joyous occasion in the history of our institution. As we all know, Raichur is an institute of national importance, and it is the newest IIIT in India. We are still operating from a temporary campus of Government Engineering College in Raichur, and these Raichur authorities have most kindly and graciously extended all their cooperation, and we are very thankful. However, to quote our director said, our present is here, but our future is deeply rooted in the new campus. And indeed, for an institute of national importance to function properly and to the best of its ability, we do require much more space, which will be provided by the state government, and the required land has already been allotted. It is almost a little more than 75 acres, which is quite sufficient for all our academic and administrative purpose. The new campus will be having many blocks, most notably including the administration block, the academic block, the hostel block for the students, the dining block, and also some accessories. which will be helping in the day-to-day activity of the institute. And sufficient funds has been allocated by both the central government and the state government, and the boundary wall has 80% been completed. So we do expect that within the next academic year, our activities will be shifted to the new campus, and that will surely be of great benefit to all of us, especially the students. So we look forward to that future, and we embrace it with all expectations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Devaria. Now, the chief guest of the event, Mr. Raichur, is CEO, President, and MD of Bosch Global Software Technology, and above all, he is also the BOG member at IIIT. For Bosch, Mr. Raichur has also served as Vice President and Chief of Digital Business. In 1991, he completed a Bachelor of Engineering in Mechanical Engineering at BMS College. He spent his first 2 decades in the industry in the field of engineering, software development in the automotive and industrial domain. His leadership role in the recent past centered around the driving innovation and establishing new lines of businesses. As a head of strategy for Bosch, he also established the Bosch Startup Engagement Program, that is DNA, that is Discover, Nurture, Align in India. Now, without delay, I would like to invite our chief guest, Mr. Raichur, to share insights with our budding technocrats for the inauguration of new batch BTech program, that is IIIT.
Good morning. Just past noon. Thank you, Dr. Sanana, for having me here. Also, Ramesh, Suresh, I think you guys are a tremendous combination in getting the new institution out. I was telling him you are like a startup. It's just one batch has come out. It's a very young organization. You operate as a startup. I'm very happy to see so many of you. I was asking him how many of you are from not from Raichur, around 100 kilometers from here. How many of you are beyond 100 kilometers from Raichur? How many of you are missing your hometown? That's a very frank opinion. So, which is there is many of you have chosen this course and this institute and come a long way from wherever you were studying. I don't know, northern part of India or other parts of India. That's a big step. Big congratulations to all of you for having done that. Because normally your passion takes you places. If you have chosen to study in this organization, irrespective of how far it is from your home, I think you are committed to this. So you can all be proud of yourself for committing to this cause. Now, when I imagine all of you coming out of your courses, getting into the industry, now you need to think what would have happened. Like we are looking at, let's say, since you guys are all in the area of computer science and data science, now what would generative AI, large learning model would have done for industry? So, how many of you would enter into coding, or how many of you would write compilers which will code somebody else's code? Now this is an opportunity for us. See, if you see, I was 2 weeks back, I think, I had an opportunity to meet German minister. He's a German minister who is responsible for digital transformation of Germany and businesses. So you would have seen this Instagram video where he goes to a market in Bangalore and he's buying coriander leaves using UPI. Believe me, when I travel to Germany and other parts of the world, I still carry money. I still carry cash in my, wallet. But in India, I hardly carry any money. I hardly carry any money at all. Do you know how many transactions happen, perhaps in a year on UPI? Any guesses? How many? We are a 1.4 billion. Of course, there will be a lot of few 300 million or 400 million youngsters who may not have a UPI ID. So imagine what could be the transactions that are happening on a UPI stack. It's roughly about 70 billion transactions. 70 billion transactions. And who built this stack, UPI stack? Did we get it from Microsoft? Did we get it from Oracle? Who built UPI stack? It was built by very talented computer science engineers from India, right? And this UPI stack, you will see that this UPI stack will be used by 50 other countries in the next 4 to 5 years. So we say make in India, right? When we say make in India, we only think of making machines, touch and feel products. The next wave of make in India must be the compilers made out of India, the middleware made out of India, or the new programming languages developed in India. Or let's say we define standards for the world. So far if you see, most of the standards are defined by the Western world. You take CMMI, which is quality maturity model developed by Western world. You take AutoSAR, for example, for our automotive industry, software development for automotive industry. Most of them were defined by the Western world because they were much more advanced in the past. But when you look at software, which will going to define every product and every service in the future, such products must come from this part of the world in future. So if a UPI stack can be developed in India and can be exported to 50 other countries, do you still think after 10 years, 15 years, we'll be still using all the tools from the same old companies around the world? Why can't we have our own tools? If you see Suresh was talking about some of the projects, right, of natural language processing. The number of languages you have in India, your learning models have to be so good if you have to take care of that. If it works in India, believe me, it can work in any other part of the world. If you solve some of the challenges India has, it can work anywhere else. So in future, I think India is going to solve many problems which is on a tech basis for the world. Now, it's up to us to believe whether we are there or not. It's our confidence which will make it happen or not happen. So the typical path of an engineer from India is, you do your graduation and then you find for a job and then you travel somewhere and then you kind of, within quotes, you settle down. But I think all of you should never think of settling down. You should think of creating some of the products which always be used from somewhere else. So the time is yours now. Believe me, the whole world is looking at India with so much of hope and so much of, some people even with fear. Some of them are even thinking whether the future of software development will be completely taken by India. Because today, as we speak, India exports 350 billion worth of software to the whole world. We export 350 billion. Roughly 8 to 10% of our GDP comes from software. software development and services. And this is going to increase further, like anything as you go forward. Now, you are a small part. When I look at here, maybe 100 people, and you said batch 1 was only 20 people who passed out. Imagine 350 billion exports, and we are talking of 20 people. Now you are talking of 100 people now. Now we are talking of you guys are going to pass out after 4 years, right? The batch which has joined. Now we would have added perhaps another, I don't know, 80, 100 billion into our exports in software. Now you are going to be part of a 400 billion industry in which you can create world-class products. First you have to think that you are capable of that. I am sure the faculty here would surely want you to become CEOs of startups, CEOs of product creators, CEOs of next wave of IP creation, patent creation, and this is possible if each one of you believe that this is possible. If your worry is only about campus placement, then you will stop at some point. Just really don't worry about campus. I'm sure if you study in IIIT, you will get placed. Anybody has doubts? How many of you are worried about a job after 4 years? Good sign, nobody is worried about a job, right? You will get a job. Don't have to worry about a job. For sure you will get a job. Each one of you will get a job. Now the question is, what do you do after getting a job? Now you need to start thinking. A 22-year-old, 21 or 22-year-old computer science engineer passing out of, let's say, Karlsruhe Institute of Technology in Germany, or perhaps MIT in US or NUS Singapore, what will they do and what will you do? If you start thinking that they will do things which is much bigger than what you're going to do, then I think you are not fulfilling your own potential. You must start thinking that you are as good as any one of these folks. You are as good as any one of these folks. So if you believe that you are as good as anybody, any other computer science 22-year-old graduate from any other part of the world, and if someone can start, Airbnb, Uber, Ola, etc. 22, 24, 25, and if you believe that you can do it, I think our time has come. You said, you are future of the nation, you are going to be the hope for the nation. If you break the pattern, you are the hope for the nation if you break the pattern. If you follow the pattern of your previous many generations, then you will continue to add incrementally into what we have been doing for a long time. So have fun while learning, which I am sure you will do it, but really have big dreams, and never ever have this feeling that these big dreams are for people from other parts of the world. These big dreams are here because UPI stacked 74 billion transactions. It never ever has failed. It has never failed for me. Whether I pay 1 rupee or 100 rupee or 50,000 rupees, it never fails. It works. Can you imagine the scale? What all behind it? In it, synchronous, asynchronous, real-time data, and at scale, availability, zero downtime, all done here. And look at Chandrayaan. You are starting data science, right? Look at Chandrayaan. Real time, this was searching for the right place to land. Now some of you are getting into AI as a course. Now at real time, it's figuring out, it's taking pictures of the surface of the moon and finding whether it is right place to land or not. And of course that means, somebody has to be doing a computer vision, and then you are figuring out whether that's a right piece of land to land or not. And if you think that it is not right, then immediately you have to pivot. And you have to pivot and you have to find the next place to land. This is happening thousands and thousands of kilometers away from us. And this is AI algorithm running there. and it is searching for the right place to land, and real time it is maneuvering very complex system to move and go into some other place, change the trajectory. And this was not done by somebody else. This was done by our own people. If this can be done by our own people, why should we think that the future connected car operating system has to be built by somebody other than India? The future connected home operating system has to be built by somebody else. The future of large learning models for our own country has to be built by others. This must be the mandate of us. And believe me, in industry we are already trying to move towards that. And hence, to settle down for a campus placement should not be your dream. Dream really bigger than that. Campus placement will happen. And then I think you'll be successful real engineers. So I'm sure this startup, IIIT, which has also big dreams, I'm sure, I have responsibility as an industry member, also part of board of governance, in which I would really like to see this institute flourish. I'm sure I'm assured that you will be in a better campus, very soon, with a lot of facilities that you inherited. And, let's imagine when you guys pass out, there are many patents filed out of this institute. There are many products which are developed out of this place. Many startups incubated here which get funded from venture capitalists or from the industry. So I would like to see this happening in the next 3 to 4 years. Each person sitting in this room is potentially a CEO. Is potentially a CEO. Believe me, the biggest companies in the last 10 years were built by 23, 24, 25-year-olds. You don't have to look like me to become CEO. I had to work for a long time to become a CEO. But I think your time you're only limited by your own courage, your own capability, and nothing else. And you see this. The stories that you read somewhere that, hey, this guy is a big startup, he created a unicorn, 1 billion valuation, and he became rich at 25 and all that. These stories could be you. If you believe that these stories could be you, I think it will happen. If you always think these stories for others, then the CEO in you will have a premature death. So start believing that each one of you can be a CEO of a startup, of a product, of a venture, and I would be happy to really have few startups incubated out of this place, which can be funded, has a potential to become a unicorn as we go forward. Right? So thank you so much for having me here. Anybody has any questions? Because I don't want to have a one-way conversation. Anybody has any doubts, any questions, anxiety about future, or is it India's time, or which area should we work on? Anybody has any questions? So the silence means only two things. Either you have not understood anything, or you have understood everything. So I take it as you have understood everything. All the best.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing the valuable insight. Now it's the time for the keynote speaker. Mr. Rajvin Rao is working as a Chief Operating Officer and Head of Strategy at Bosch Global Software Technology. He completed his education from SLN College of Engineering, Raichur and IIM Bangalore. He is associated with Bosch from approx 19 years and worked at various different positions like the Technical Director, Project Manager, General Manager and many more. Without delay, I would like to invite Mr. Raghavin for a keynote address on Industry Institute collaboration.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yeah, that's the energy I like to have. That's the Raichur energy because I'm a Raichurian by childhood. I spent 21 years of my early life here in Raichur. I studied in SLN College of Engineering, just a stone's throw away from here. So, and here I am. Thank you, Professor Satana. Thank you, Ashok, Suresh. Thank you, Dr. Neha, for inviting me here. So, let me start with asking you a question. Do you know what is Boeing known for? Boeing airplanes, yeah? So, the most successful airplane of Boeing is called Dreamliner, yeah? So, this is the most successful of all the models in its history, right? And do you know who certified that aircraft that it can fly safe, carry passengers safe? It's Caltech. It's a university like this. Yeah. So a university like this, working with a academy like this, working with an industry like Boeing, certifying safety of millions of passengers that it can carry. Do you know what is British Petroleum? Name suggests it's a petroleum company. It's all about petrol and diesel today. But we all know that this is a type of energy source which is going to exhaust sooner than later. Okay, so now British Petroleum is a $90 billion market cap company. Yeah, so a company like this is facing existential crisis because they are in search of finding alternate solutions for energy, alternate energy sources. Do you know who is doing this for them, for a $90 billion company? UC Berkeley. UC Berkeley, again an institute like this, which is taking care of future elements, future direction that British Petroleum should take care. So, just a couple of examples of that. Then maybe a next question, probably last one. Do you know how many technology startups coming out of India due to industry and academic collaboration? No? Nobody knows. I don't know. That's the state of situation right now because